Hi, this is FFM2, better known as Furry Master. I'm making this video to demonstrate a glitch in the Twin Snakes, which can be used to skip the final phase of the ninja fight, and is particularly useful for speedrun purposes. This glitch was discovered by Wall Guy on accident, and since then we've been trying to figure out a way to work it into a speedrun, and I think I've discovered a method to make it consistent and sort of RTA viable. I won't say that it's easy. It's probably the hardest trick in Twin Snakes if you were to do it, but it's not so ridiculous that it would be tasks only. I imagine some people would end up getting it in runs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the video. I recorded a video attempt of me doing it, and I'm going to talk over the video explaining what I'm doing. So there goes. So first, like most ninja fights, you switch to a handgun. It doesn't really matter which one you use, SOCOM, M9. The glitch is not dependent on what weapons you use. But you would, for the first phase of this fight, you would just do the normal full damage combo to him. It's referred to as PPN, Punch Punch Nikita. Yeah, that's what you would do for the first phase here. Oh, also another thing. Because I'm playing this on emulator and I'm using an Xbox controller, I'm actually flicking through the menus to get to the Nikita. If I was playing this on GameCube, I would be using Quick Swap. Anybody who does this trick should also be using Quick Swap. Flicking through the menus is not necessary for the glitch. It's just something I do because the Xbox controller, it's not very easy to do the Quick Swap with the right bumper. So for an actual speedrun, you would be Quick Swapping, not flicking through the menus. So that was phase 1. That's how phase 1 usually goes for the ninja fight. You do 2 full damage combos to him, and then you wait for this. So yeah, I forgot that I had the M9 out, and I was looking to make sure that I did. Here you'd start off the fight normally. You would do that was one full damage combo. A second full damage combo. Now these are necessary for a good fight. Now you could probably get away with doing slightly less damage, but to ensure that you get it right, you should probably do the full damage combos. So this is where the fight starts to get different after the first 2. Now after this, we're actually not going to hit him. We're going to let him do a flip and then a kick, and we're just going to try and dodge that. And the best way to dodge it is you watch where he goes. Like here, I'll watch where he goes. Okay, so he went left. So if he goes left, you run a little bit to the right. If he goes right, you run a little bit to the left. And that way you can dodge his kick attack. Okay. Now this is important because to use this glitch, we have to hit the ninja while he's running away from us. And to get him to run away from us, we have to first let him finish an attack. Once he finishes the attack, he's going to start running away. So we need him to start running away, or at least get to that part of his AI to make the glitch work. So we're intentionally letting him do an attack here. And when he's done with that attack, we go behind him, and once he's done with the attack, this is very important. We're going to hit him, but only when he's done with the attack. If you hit him too early, the glitch fails. So you have to hit him once you have to look at his character model once it's done moving. Once it's completely stable, he's just standing still. That's when you're supposed to hit him. And the game registers that as a hit during his run thing, even though he just did a kick. So in the way I do this, you don't have to do it, but the way I do it is I spam the weapon menu to look at what the ninja, what frame of his animation he's on. If you're good at this, if you're fast, you can actually do it without spamming pause, but spamming pause kind of makes it a bit easier. So I'm going to spam pause here. I'm looking for that one frame in his animation where the game thinks he's running. Okay, there. That's the frame. When I notice that frame where he's standing upright still, that's when you're supposed to hit him. Okay, once you hit him, you just walk away. He's going to do a stomp attack. Okay, so just a stomp attack there. Now, the final part of this is, once you dodge the stomp, you should go back close to him. Okay, and then you're looking for a specific frame to hit him on, and to find that frame, you spam pause. But in this video, I spam pause way too much. You don't have to do it this many times. You can, if you're good at this, you can only spam pause when you get really close to that one frame. Okay, I'm doing it like a whole second earlier, which is why I waste so much time spamming the pause frames. So as you can see, I can kind of see his animation frames going through. I can see his animation frame by frame. And I started doing it way too early. I could have waited until this point, even until like a couple of frames later, to start doing this. I mean, ideally, if you're good at this, you only have to do the pause menu like 2 or 3 times max. I did it like 15 times there. So okay, that's the frame where he's upright, where his arms are by his side. His arms aren't up anymore. His arms are by his side, and he's standing upright. That's the frame you're supposed to hit him on. Okay. Now you could do this without pausing or doing the menus at all. You could just be really good, you know, have a really good eye and just watch for it and have a good reaction and hit him. I've done that. People have done that. Wall guy did it on accident. I mean, anybody can do this. But to make it easier, you have to spam pause menus to find this particular frame. Okay, once you get to this frame, what I do is I start mashing the punch button as I let go of the menu. Okay, and that's guaranteed to hit him on the right frame. If you do that, you notice instead of, okay, the way I worked the HP for this, he should have teleported there. He should have teleported, but because we triggered an alert, okay, a surprise on him, he's gonna stick around, and we'll do one extra combo to him, letting us finish the fight early. I should have mentioned this before. The way this thing works is normally he would teleport here, but because we tricked him into being surprised and alerted by your weapon, we get to do one extra combo to him, and that lets us finish the whole fight in phase 3. And the reason he gets alerted there is kind of complicated. It has to do with his AI, him running around, you know, whatever. That's too complicated to get into, or whatever. He got surprised, and now we get to hit him again. And the fact that we get to hit him again is going to let us end the fight early. But another thing to keep in mind is that when he has the exclamation mark on his head, he still has iframes for some reason. So if you hit him right away, it usually doesn't work. Your attacks miss. So you kind of have to wait for the exclamation mark to go away before you start punching him. Okay, because of that extra combo that we just did on him, okay, that allows us to do enough damage on phase 3 to end the fight. So now at this point, you just do the fight like regular. You have to do full damage combos to him in the teleport phase, and you'll kill him on the 3rd teleport. So let's watch. There, he's dead. Okay, so like I said, this is probably not the most optimal, efficient way to do it, but this is a way that works. I recorded this attempt. It took me a couple of tries. It took me like half an hour to record that. That's only because I'm bad at the ninja. I could have done this, if I was good at this, I could have done this in like maybe 4 or 5 tries. So if you can do it in 4 or 5 tries, then it's RTA viable, right? So I'll just quickly recap over what the strategy is here. So at the beginning of the fight, you fight him like normal. For phase 1 is just normal. For phase 2, you do 2 full damage PPN combos to him, just like you normally would. Okay, nothing different. So here's where the fight gets different. You intentionally walk away from him, let him whiff a kick, okay, and then you wait for the specific frame where he's upright, his arms are by his side, and that's when you punch him again. And yeah, you can use the pause menu to find the exact frame when he's upright, all that. Okay, so when you do that, he's going to do a stomp attack. Obviously, you dodge that. But after you dodge it, you look for that particular frame where his hands are by his side and he's standing upright. And you have to hit him at that exact frame. It's a frame perfect trick. You have to do it right. I mean, if you learn his animation, like where his arms are, you can kind of know when to start doing the pause menus. I did it way too early because I kind of know what his animation looks like now. Okay, so you can look for that part where his animation ends and he's gonna stand straight. So this is the particular frame. I paused the video on the frame. This is where you're supposed to start mashing the punch button and let go of the menu. If you do it right, it doesn't matter how much. You want to do as much as possible, but it doesn't really matter if you don't do a full PPN. What matters is you get him in the suspicion surprise phase right here. Okay, and then you wait for the exclamation mark to go away, and then you try to do a full PPN to him, but a PPK might work. I mean, I think a PPN might be necessary. I don't remember like the exact math, but try to do a PPN here. Okay, and if you do that, then the fight's in the bag. You got this. Well, it's not in the bag just yet. You have to do 3 more PPNs on the teleport phase. If you mess up there, then the skip is gone. So you have to do 3 full PPNs on the teleport phase, and then you'll kill him early. So I'm just skipping forward a little bit. There, so this is the extent of what I figured out so far. Again, credit goes to Wall Guy. He discovered this in a run accidentally, and this just goes to show there's so much about this game we don't know yet. Even though we've done so much research, this game's been out for like how many years now? 13, 14 years? 13. Yeah, people are still discovering things because you can never find out everything. But yeah, if this ever gets obsoleted, which it probably will be by tomorrow, people will find something more efficient, more optimized. Yeah, I'll definitely put some sort of text in the description. But until then, this is a sort of reliable, sort of consistent way to do this in a run. I haven't timed it. I don't know how much faster it would be, but I mean, eyeballing it kind of looks faster. So yeah, thanks for watching.